You know, I really should be going to bed. It's 1 a.m. Warzone comes out at 9 a.m. I gotta get my ass up to do it, right? But I don't know. I was playing Call of Duty, was talking to some friends, and we had a great conversation today. I don't know if you guys know who Grind is, but dude is so good to talk to when you're feeling miserable. And that's honestly my first piece of advice for anybody that's getting into content creation is find friends that are actually gonna fuck with you. Because when you don't, it's fucking miserable. Especially if you're trying to do this alone. Don't. It's mentally taxing. It's not good for you at all. And I learned that the hard way. Well, well, I'm fresh out of the shower. I'm feeling good. I'm ready for bed. But I've still got this thought on my mind that's always bothering me when I wake up, when I go to bed. Am I doing enough? And what brought this on was talking to my buddy today about content, and I like asked him like, how do you feel about this video? And rib me if you need to rib me. If it's bad, tell me. Because if you don't, I'm always gonna be presenting bad content. That's why I always tell people you gotta find a group of people that want to fuck with you no matter what. The good, the bad, the ugly. Having friends in anything you do is going to keep you sane and keep you grounded and like just keep up with you at least. I know for me, I didn't do that when I started out. I did streaming for fun. So I played with friends who didn't give a rat's ass on what I did and when I did it. But that's just a struggle with me, period. Being slightly autistic. I know I'm not full autistic, but I know I have autistic tendencies and I don't know how to read a room or I can't control my voice. And, people like a lot of times people think I'm yelling at them and I'm not. I just can't. I'm tone deaf for sure. Like I literally was just talking to my wife a little bit ago and she was like, "Why are you yelling?" I go, "I'm not yelling. I'm just talking. Like I'm just talking." And she'll know you're being really, really loud to where you're almost yelling at me. I go, "Oh my God, I'm sorry." Like fuck. And I do it all the time with everybody. And it just gets tiring to tell people, like, I'm sorry. I'm tone deaf. I can't, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Trust me. I have my own stupidities. But back to the general conversation because I'm just ranting off and generally just talking to my buddy got me very interested in the mindset of how content creation is. And content creation is hard no matter what you do, you know, back end, front end, being in front of the camera, being behind the camera, being the editor, being the strategist. It doesn't matter. It's all taxing because this industry isn't soft. It's not easy like people say it is all the time. Some people just struggle. I'm one that struggles, but I grow every day by day, getting better. And being a full time editor has really opened a lot of doors for me to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong. But the conversation with my buddy today just kind of has left this feeling of and asking the question, am I doing enough? Do I feel like I'm doing enough? Yes. Am I doing enough? Probably not. But I just I don't know. It's strange to me because I do all this editing. I have clients. I am generally just at my computer every day, all day. I have a part-time job. I go for 16 hours a week. And even then, I'm probably not going to be doing that for much longer because, well, it's almost over the holidays and they probably don't have enough work for me. So I got to contend with that. But in generality, I just wanted to talk more about like content creation and what I've been going through because I think I've stunted my own growth enough to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong. And like with Modern Warfare 3 coming back and actually being good, I can do some really good gaming content because, well, Melee's back, right? It's my own little niche. Back when it was Warzone 1 and we had Rebirth Island, I was formerly known as the King of Cali because, well, I'm from California and I really love the Cali sticks. Man, people hated that. They hated me in death comms. It was funny as all hell. But back then, I didn't know what editing was. I didn't know how to cut the fluff and cut out non-talking or non-movement or don't show rotations. Nothing of the sort. I didn't know what informative content was. So it was a lot different back then where I can just sit back, relax, and barely make long form content because I didn't know what I was doing. But that's it's generally not an excuse to play. Well, I'm dumb, so I'm not gonna do this. I knew I should have probably done long form, done more short form, but I didn't because I wanted to have more fun than have more like business focused and growing hard. Like I didn't care. I didn't check YouTube. I didn't go to other people's Twitch streams and hang out and do camaraderie. It's just not me. I go into streams and lurk a lot with the friends I have made as a creator, but like to go out and find new creators to hang with and make content with and do all that, it's hard for me. It's really really hard for me because trying to vibe checks people and like wanting to play with them and figure out what's going on and doing, not me. just just not me. But I know a lot of the times to grow, you have to network and you know do stuff with people. Yeah, hard for me. But just going back to that question and it looming, am I doing enough? Probably not. No. So that's why I started doing avenues of content like this where I'm blogging, talking about my feelings because I don't want to go to a fucking therapist for fuck's sakes. But on top of that issue is at the end of the day, when you're doing this content creation, ask yourself, am I doing enough? Am I doing everything I need to be doing? Could I do more? Could I, apply myself a little bit better? And just the conversation tonight kind of really opened my eyes to do, well, shoot, I should really do more. And, I've kind of converted this channel into doing vlogs. It was fighting game content because I do like fighting games, but man, trying to come up with concept and ideas and trying to be good at fighting games is not fun. It's just not fun. So I've just kind of really converted this to being blogs, and pretty soon it's gonna be some reaction content coming. I'm planning to do at least 5 videos a week on this channel, if not more, depending on what comes up with topics and figuring stuff out and reactions. And I think I'm just gonna really have fun with this channel because it's gonna be a slow grower, being my second channel. But on my first channel, I'm kind of putting myself in that nice little different niche of what Call of Duty is, being that I really just want to do melee only. And we also had a conversation about this too, was like, I've got these ideas for gun builds and different ideas for Call of Duty that I'm gonna use for a certain other client. And Grime was like, well, why don't you do the same thing? I mean, I get it, I do, but I was like, it could hurt my channel because I want to be a specific niche of doing melee only. But it can be a part of that sub channel of making extra content because it's Call of Duty. It's a whole Call of Duty channel. And I just don't know what to do. I don't know whether to go for it, whether to not go for it. It's just these are the struggles that I come up with every night, and I'm trying to figure out, what the hell do I do? Like, do I go for it? Do I not go for it? Do I just sit here and struggle every night to figure it out? And that's why it just loomed over me since then. I even took a shower to try to wash the thoughts away. That didn't really help. I just thought more in the shower, getting soaked by water. But that's just what I want to end on. Just nice little vlog to ask, am I doing enough? I probably am. Probably not. But fuck it. We ball. I'll see you guys probably today because it's probably going to come out straight up 8 a.m. So I hope you guys like the content. If you guys can, go down, hit that sub button, hit that like button, and let me know down in the comments below whether you like this type of content and should I keep going. Peace.